Hi friends, I'm back. I've had a big break from YouTube, but I am back. I've been being called to have that break, and now it's loud and clear that I needed to come back and share the guidance and get right back into it, because I know there must be some beautiful souls out there that need some guidance, that need to find my channel, that need to find this video, and I'm ready. So today we're going to be hearing any advice that needs to come through from your spirit guides. We have 3 piles today. We have pile number 1 with our cloud, pile number 2 with a shell, and pile number 3 with a moon, a crescent moon. So take a moment now and just really tune into the energies of which card, which pile that you're drawn to, and we shall get into it. I'll see you guys there. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. So you've chosen the cloud. Place that one over there. What advice do your spirit guides have for you right now? I'm going to shuffle and get some cards first of all. So we have our first card. What advice do you have for pile number 1, please? Got these 2. And we have those 2. Let's see. First of all, we have laughter. I'm really feeling this energy coming in, the reassurance that times will become less serious for you and more light-hearted, fun times are coming. There's just a little bit of a something, a hurdle, a time frame to get through and work through. There's a reason behind this, so I guess that reassurance must come in first, so that must be important, but it's definitely important to know and understand that will come. Remember to find the joy in the small things. And we have 5 of Swords. We have Justice. Okay, so what I'm actually getting with this is almost like second guessing yourself if you're doing the right thing, if you're taking the right steps. I'm also feeling like, am I selfish for doing this? Am I asking for too much? And the simple answer is no, you're not. And to have faith in yourself a little bit more here, in this picture here, we can see a cat who's taken the dog's bed. And you know what, like, the cat usually finds its way and gets comfortable wherever, doesn't really have a special place to sleep, but it's kind of like finally at that place where, well, where's my comfortable bed? And so she's taken the throne, basically, like, all right, I'm gonna have this now, like, it's finally not being that person who does their own thing. Doesn't always have to be that person who is always independent, It's okay to put yourself first ahead of other people. And that must mean something in terms of a decision. I feel like there's some sort of decision or direction you're thinking about going. But if it's the intentions are what's best for you, then that's what's important. And understanding that, you know, it's okay to have a little bit of this, you know, it's okay that this cat is able to sleep on this bed because the dog can learn to share. Like, look, the dog's over there sleeping somewhere else anyway. It's like, yeah, a little bit of self-judgment here. Let's have a look. We have the Tower, we have the Nine of Cups, and we have judgment. Yeah, like there is judgment there. There's a bit of judgment on self or reflection. Like, it's, your guides are really bringing through, like, don't second guess yourself. Trust where you're being pulled to make these decisions or focus on. It's not selfish to put yourself first, especially if you don't do it often. You know, it feels like pile number one, your intentions are usually always about everyone else. You're a giver. But there's something here you have to do for yourself. You got to do what's best for yourself. And if there's an uncertainty about your future, your spirit guides are wanting to bring reassurance in here about security and I want to say like a home. There's definitely like what you've wanted is coming. It just may not be exactly the vision you have kind of thought about or envisioned. It's like they're gifting you with what you want, but it's coming slightly in a different form, you know? So don't get too fussy or picky there, but they're saying exactly what you want is coming. So make sure that you are clear about what you want. You know, you want to be in a place where you feel safe and you feel secure and you don't feel that guilt, and you know you're working out things to be best for you and your family or whoever. There's positivity coming through in terms of a contract, serious conversations or agreements. And they're saying once all this seriousness is over, you'll be looking back and laughing like, holy hell. Thanks for that experience, universe. So, yeah, reflection is really important. And maybe to think about, if this happened, how would I handle that? You know, like, it's almost like this preparation period of, yeah. But I'm also feeling like in deciding what it is you do want and putting it out there firmly and clearly is important, okay? Any last messages for pile number one, please? Advice from their spirit guides at this time. The big picture. Right now might look like a big uncertain blur, or like just like so much is going on. It feels very unclear. Focus on the big picture, focus on the future, focus on, again, visualizing the outcome. And once you've put it out there, trust that it's coming and take each day by day. And practice having that positive mindset that, okay, yes, it's scary, but also I know it's working, it's happening for the benefits of me or the benefits of my family. And if there's major decisions to be looked at, it's important to look at the big picture. How will it impact you? How will it impact them? How will it impact whatever? Okay, the big picture. And you can see here in this one, it's like your guides looking down on the earth, looking at you and you going through whatever and your journey, and sending love, sending abundance, sending reassurance. You can see that, like, there's new life, new growth, new beginnings. So I do feel like a brand new, positive, new beginning is on the brink of your experience. But at the moment, it may look like a bit of a tower, like, holy hell, this is happening, holy shit, this is happening. Sorry about my language. And to top it off, this is happening, you know, like it's a crumbling of multiple things to get you to this place. Something, the way you're living now isn't working in order to have what it is you actually want. There's some old things that need to break down, and in order to get, you know, like for example, you look at this tower and this lightning is knocking down this tree, potentially causing a fire, and the fire will burn away the old green and the old way that they lived, and the animals will run away and migrate to a new place to live. And, you know, after a bushfire, after it's all cleared, new life starts to sprout, and that's the new sprouts that you've planted. You just can't see that new life yet because there's still layers of stuff that we haven't cleared yet, okay? Pile number 1, I hope that makes sense. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time. Hi, pile number 2, welcome to your reading. Let's find out what your spirit guides are wanting to communicate to you. I am going to get some cards before we look at and reveal. Pile number 2, spirit guide advice, please. Advice, messages from spirit guides. Please, for pile 2. Alright. Let's see. Pile 2, we have illumination. I feel like you guys are going through a transformation, a glow up, energetically, emotionally, mentally. I'm seeing you basically going on this journey of growth. And just like this picture, you know, you're placed on this creature that you don't control, and it's taking you on a journey, and you don't know where you're going to end up, where you're going, all of that. It's like it's more uncertainty. Interesting, because that's a similar topic of pile number 1, so maybe you were slightly drawn to both. But it's this journey that you're going on is really illuminating and bringing clarity to parts of you that you didn't know existed. I want to say, like, special gifts or creativity, things that you didn't imagine yourself being able to do. Yeah, even like that really go with the flow energy that you may not have been able to do back in the past. I feel like past you would never have just said, oh well, let's just see what happens, you know. It feels like major change, major growth. It feels so good. And like your guides are bringing through that, like you are on the right path. You're doing great, you know, that's what they're saying. Yeah, look, this is a spiritual journey, and there's still gifts and things that you're yet to discover, whether you're on this journey, whether it's fresh or, you know, you've been on it for a while. There's still things that you're discovering, things about yourself. It's really beautiful. I'm feeling like strong psychic abilities. I'm feeling a deepening of trust in the universe. I can see like both of these images, they're closing their eyes and trusting the process, even though things are always unknown. You know, like that moon and the high priestess is like unknown, like delving into the unknown even. Possibly you're doing more research on things that, you know, really spike your interest, that is so, you know, what's the word? Magical. And yeah, that it could even be anything on the topic of spirituality, astrology, and all those things. I'm feeling fairy vibes too. There's definitely life purpose at play here, you know. There could have been a time in your life recently that really switched your perspective and changed your mind about these things. There's the Tower. See, this is why I'm wondering if you're connected to pile 1. But in this particular pile, it's a highly less physical, more spiritual journey going on here. It's kind of like this was planned out for you. Again, whether or not you've been on this journey for a while, it's that your spirit guides are saying, you know, this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is just the tip of the iceberg, they're saying. And sorry if we came in strong, but yeah, it had to happen. It had to happen that way. They're showing me like literally this wrecking ball coming in. I love this card because this wrecking ball is coming in, and it's like an abandoned house. It's like this mysterious house that still holds its own old energies, and these cats have kind of made a home in there, these stray cats, and this wrecking ball comes in because it's time to break down those walls. And that's really like what they had to do. They had to come in and break down your walls, your belief system. Maybe you were questioning your faith at some time. Sometimes major transition and changes in your life bring you to this. But this is like, yeah, strong spiritual awareness coming in. If this isn't what you've experienced yet, it's coming. Three of Pentacles. This is cool because like what they're saying is there's so much reason behind this journey here, because in previous lifetimes you haven't quite gotten where you're at now. There's been times you've been close, and there's been times you've been so far away from being truly connected to your higher self and spirituality in the earth. But this is a life where you're experiencing that to a whole new level, and it's something worth celebrating. And they're saying there's multiple people in your life that you knew in past lives that have similar experiences, or you knew them and you all were kind of at the same level or experiencing similar things, and together you'll notice that the community or new friends that you come into as you're doing this more of a spiritual journey are ones from different lives that you're coming back to do this with, to experience this with. And there's really cool knowledge you'll find out from them. There's a lot to learn from each other. Overall, there's a great community coming, more and more beautiful people and friends. It's really nice. This pile very much seems like a message from your guide saying, you know, well done for basically, you know, going through this journey and being open enough to go on this journey, even if it was quite sudden at some stage. They're saying an awakening can be quite hard on our human body, emotionally, mentally. Possibly a dark night of the soul, but it's more like a well done. This message is like a well done and keep going. And then we have the King of Pentacles. They're talking about, I can feel that your guides are talking about your perspective and your views on life has shifted, how abundant and lucky you are. They're saying luck is on your side. Luck is on your side when you embrace this magic, when you work in alignment with this. And as long as you trust that that is where you're going, then it will continue to happen. So if you're at a point where things are very deep and, you know, new and scary, then this is your reassurance that you're doing really well and keep going. If you've been on this spiritual journey for a little bit now, they want you to know that the hardest parts are over and that more of a steady and abundant time is coming. But to unlock the abundance, you must look back at your journey and discover and look at how far you've come and how much you've grown, and they want you to be proud of yourself. Like, man, I am so proud of myself. You need to say that. They want you to know that. Very importantly, they want you to be this proud, beautiful cat on the throne. Like, I created this. I'm amazing. Because you could have went in a totally different direction. Any last advice for pile 2, please? Message from spirit guides. Yeah, like I was saying before, there's definitely a life purpose around this topic. Or at the very least, you're going to embrace spirituality and this connection, or these gifts that you're learning. Embrace them and combine them with whatever you are doing already. Within the next 6 to 12 months, everything is going to become a lot more clearer for you. The path that you're supposed to follow is going to become very clear for you. So give yourself a clap, you know, like be proud of yourself, well done. And, you know, things look as though they're only going to become more and more smooth. So that's really cool. Well done, pile number 2. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the crescent moon. What do your spirit guides have to say today for you? I'm going to shuffle some cards first of all and get some what needs to come through for pile 3. Messages from spirit guides, please, for pile 3. I needed both of those. Wonderful. Let's have a look. Ooh, new experiences and possibilities. I'm sensing a lot of curiosity. I want to say creative mind, or just really looking forward to some things in the future. I sense excitement coming from this pile. For those of you who are not yet feeling that excitement, your spirit guides want you to focus on that energy. They want you to get your head towards the excitement. Possibly to get your mind off something or the changes that you're making. This does indicate to me that, you know, like this is well deserved, you know, like this has been a long time coming, you know, new experiences and possibilities are coming through, and more of a abundant, flourishing time is really coming for you. Contentment is coming for you, and it's like you're well deserving of this. It's like finally this is for you. To help you gain more balance, more stability, and more clarity overall. Focusing your mind on these things, this positive emotion is really important for you. Yeah, it's to do with allowing it to come through faster. So if you're still in the process of trying to rid of old ways or old people, or in the transition of how things used to be and how things are becoming, they want you to really get excited about the future, because for one, this is reassurance that really beautiful, good things are coming for you, and that's for sure. So like just knowing that whatever it is that's beautiful and amazing that's coming for you, hold on to that excitement and be like, yes, this is my time, because these emotions is creating a flow of, you know, manifesting these to come through faster. You know, the more we hold on to the past, the more resistance we have, and we're creating a block. Yeah, we have Queen of Cups here. Emotions. So you're possibly handling some emotions at the moment, but the Queen of Cups, they're showing me, is who you're becoming. Someone who knows what they want and is getting that emotional fulfillment in the future. Some of you may have had some relationship struggles recently or in the past, but this is that reassurance that that is no longer going to be the case, and to focus on the positives, just like what was being said there. We have the Page of Cups here too, which is pretty interesting, because I feel like this is where we're coming from and moving to. So we have Page of Cups to the Queen of Cups, so that's a major jump. All right, so the Page of Cups gives me like this, someone who used to maybe not really know what they want, or not know how to handle their emotions, or didn't know what they mean, or didn't act on them. Someone who's practicing how to handle themselves. But you're really stepping into the power of knowing what you want, and that's on its way. I do want to get a little bit more though. Yeah. So what I'm feeling here with the Emperor is quite some fiery energy. So maybe there's been tension, there's been a bit of anger, there's been a bit of fire in your life. I feel possibly in a relationship or a connection close to you. Doesn't have to be romantic, it can be with absolutely anyone, because there's multiple people listening to this reading. But be discerning. But what they're trying to say is, you know, these challenges at the moment are helping you find that clarity of where you want to go. There could even be some children involved here, all right? They want you to be really firm and clear of your non-negotiables in a relationship. And I mean, you know, when you talk to someone, it could be friendship, relationship, whatever, like they want you to be really clear and to say, you know, I will not put up with this. This is what I require to be, you know, emotionally fulfilled, or, you know, if in a friendship, and to be really firm. And if your non-negotiables are not okay with that person, then look, if you've tried, you've tried. But if you don't voice them, you'll never know. Don't fear what's to come because it feels positive. Any more advice, please, for pile 3? Okay. So they want you to be more in tune with your heart and less of your worries and mind, because your heart doesn't lie, but your mind is connected to their ego thoughts, and they can influence us in certain ways. So embrace your heart and what feels right and what needs to be said and this and that, you know, be true to your heart. And you know, as much as one can be really true to themselves and say, like, this is what I need, or this doesn't work for me anymore, there's a fine line between, like, saying, you know, being truthful and then giving an ultimatum, you know what I mean? So they want you to bring in that compassion, but also know when to draw the line, or know when enough is enough. Because you no longer are that Page of Cups, you're becoming that Queen, and you're emotionally strong enough to be like, all right, I know what I deserve and this is where I'm going, you know. But give that opportunity. Remembering about the people around you as well, especially if there's children involved. They want you to consider what happens in the home or in front of them. Okay, something that might be just for a small number of you, but being considerate of the young minds. They may not look like they're listening, but they hear and they feel energetically what might be going on around them. So private conversation possibly, or just being aware that they pick up on those things. Alright, pile number 3, I hope that helped, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.